Attempt number 3. Pause it, unpause this quick. Attempt number 3 of doing this. Actually, I'm gonna pull up YouTube again and see if they have something for Yakuza 0 Director's Cut Xbox trailer. See if it does not look like they have a new trailer for it. I was wondering, okay, so I'm just gonna explain that quickly. Yakuza is one of my favorite franchises ever. It's very hard to get into sometimes because it is a lot of cutscenes at the start of the games. It is a lot of story, but once they open up, they really, really fucking open up. So I love these games. I'm excited to replay 0. I'm probably going to get the physical of 0 through Kiwami 2 for PlayStation, just so I have them physically. So last night at like 10 p.m. my time, they had a RGG Direct. Which just like revealed some new projects. They're talking about the 20th anniversary of the series. Sorry, I'm responding to a friend. So I watched this live. If I did not have roommates, I would have live reacted to this and recorded it, and like like I said, live reacted, recorded it, uploaded it. But yeah, I had to be quiet. So I'm excited to like, and so I watched this on my TV because I'm an idiot. So I had to have the volume super low because both my roommates were sleeping, and I couldn't really scream or anything. I couldn't really yell about how happy I was about this. So basically, like I said, I don't know if this will be uploaded before the end of Silent Hill, but at the end of Silent Hill, I said I got 2 Yakuza trailers to react to. Actually, one, and then them talking about how the combat is. I might not even react to the second part. Actually, no, I won't. I can just close this tab. Um, I. So what was this? Oh yeah, so I got this, and then I got the COD Zombies trailer, and then I got the COD blog, and then I got stuff that Treyarch tweeted about that I don't know if it's in the COD blog. I just know they tweeted, so I have notifications on for them, and I saw a lot of notifications from them. So I'm gonna test something quickly. So I'm in OBS. I'm not that good with OBS despite using it for work all the time. Okay. I have not watched this trailer yet. This Call of Duty trailer yet. I just had it started up because I was pulling it from my history and I had to quickly pause so I didn't see anything. You know, go there. Okay, so let's start with this Yakuza trailer. This is a remake of the third game, which is it has Yakuza 3 has one of my favorite stories of the series, but the gameplay was so fucking bad. And it also so it was like it came out in 2007, I think, 2008. So and it was the first game on PS3 for this development team. So they definitely hit a lot of rough patches, and a lot of these models just look like clay and whack. A lot of the original game models look like waxy. Let me pull up Kiryu quickly. Yeah, these models just look like wax to me. So I'm really excited that they're going to be in the new engine and all that shit. So yeah, I'm interested. Let's just let this trailer play out.
You see, we're on the cusp of success here. But if we don't deal with Kiryu, that'll stall the Tojo clan.
I'm gonna pause it quickly and just say this: hearing these games in English will never not be jarring to me because I've always played them subbed.
Clan's land acquisition. No doubt he'll try to stop us, and if he does, the resort deal will end up back at square one. Now, if we snuff out Kiryu, that'll also settle the eviction matter. 2 birds, 1 stone. From there, it's a straight shot to the PM's chair. Sound about right, Minister Suzuki?
Hello! A pleasure. I'm the Minister of Land, Suzuki.
I know who you are.
I don't like repeating myself. Pack up.
They haven't stopped. We got another eviction notice. I guess we might really have to leave after all.
Both of you are from the Ryudo family. You owe me an explanation for this. We pay our rent on time.
To turn around and get the hell out of Okinawa.
Bullshit. Don't.
They have not fixed the English lip sync yet. These games always have very good English lip sync. Now that they've officially started doing dubs more and more, they have really good lip sync.
I'll give you
So I'm assuming it's just them playing the Japanese trailer or the Japanese scene with English voiceover.
Push for military expansion in the region. Minister of Defense Ryuzo Tamiya.
God, this looks so good.
Resort Development deal. Land Minister Yoshinobu Suzuki both paid a visit to the embattled region today.
The music in this game is also really good. I know a lot of fans of... I know I keep pausing it. I know a lot of fans of Yakuza are like really pissy about the Kiwamis messing with the music. I don't know, most of the time, there's like one or two songs in Kiwami 1 that I think are better in the first game, or in the original game. But most of the time, I think the remixes are better. So I'm excited to hear the music again, because this is a lot more rock and heavy metal focus. This is when they started going towards more of the heavy metal music for their backing songs.
This business you're caught up in.
Wow, it's such a weird dot.
It all ties back to a story.
Dade voice, or is it?
The traitor is the
I think it's Dade or Date. Date? Dade? I can't remember how to say his name. It's been too long.
Unfortunately, that also means the main suspect in the 6th chairman's shooting is you.
Hi, Matt Mercer.
If you want to see how a real Yakuza operates, then allow me to demonstrate.
Hi, Mine.
The only ghost hunting this town.
Where are you guys?
This is the end of the line.
They also just like spoiled one of the twists of the game. But that's just RGG.
Tamashiro got nothing to do with this place.
Spare them. Spare this orphanage. Please.
Putting your life on the line doesn't give.
Yeah, this combat, it looks like... I am a diehard defender of the Dragon Engine brawlers, which is like, okay, so in the original games, they use a different engine, but from Yakuza 6 onwards, or actually starting with Yakuza 0, they made their own in-house engine, which is called, I think they just called it the Kiwami engine because they made 0 and Kiwami at the same time. And then starting with 6 all the way through to the current day, they have something called the Dragon Engine, which I think the Dragon Engine has gotten better with every game. I think it looks better every game. I think it runs better every game so far. I think the combat feels better with almost every game. I think Lost Judgment, which came out in 2021, I think, if I remember correctly, has like the best combat in a beat-em-up, in a 3D beat-em-up, full-on beat-em-up ever. The combat in Lost Judgment is so fucking good, and I really want to play that game again, because I don't remember any of the story. But that story is like fucking 50 hours long, and I don't have time. I've also never played the DLC. So yeah, I'm really excited for the combat in this. I know a lot of people hate the Dragon Engine brawlers. I love them.
For now, just trust me.
This comes out in February. I am planning on playing it at launch. But it's like beginning of February, so it's literally, I literally might have to beeline the story. Or basically what might end up happening is I play through most of the game, and then I play High on Life 2, and then I play Resident Evil 9, and then I go back to Kiwami 3, is what might end up happening. Or I might just try to rush the story. So this part, literally, I had to like cover my mouth because I was yelling so loud. I was trying not to scream so loud that they could hear me. Oh yeah, these games are fucking graphic now. With the Dragon Engine gore is fucking insane.
Stay back, Chairman! They're targeting you! Back up the car!
Like, look at this blood stain! Holy fuck! Anyway.
I've been alone my whole life.
So this is, Mine, who is the villain of 3, which is kind of a spoiler. At, like, the start of the game, you go after somebody else, and then you find out Mine's the mastermind, but it's like, the story of Yakuza 3 is like 20 hours long. It's not too long, 20 to 25, and Mine becomes the villain in like hour 5. So it's not like, it's like a third of the way, or a fourth of the way through. It's not super far into the game, especially considering how story heavy these get. Anyway, I know I'm talking over the dialogue,
save for my own loneliness.
but I just want to talk about these and have them playing in the background. It's mostly just a talk while this plays in the background thing.
Hang in there. Hey! Hey! You slippery bastard! What the hell is wrong with you? Dodging every fucking thing all the fucking time!
As I said before, I'm not here to fight you. I'll cut to the chase. Kanda-san, would you like to be my business partner? The truth is, I'm simply looking to make a name for myself in the underworld.
Listen good, Mine. When you exchange cups with your patriarch, you form this bond. One you'd be willing to lay down your own life for. All for your boss. That's how we Yakuza roll. It's what he gets for biting the hand that feeds, though. Anyone ever told you you're one sly fox, Mine? If shit hits the fan, and I'm in a real bad spot, you stick your neck out for me.
This world is a nest of vipers. The moment you drop your guard, you'll find a knife in your back.
Shit! Watch out! Mine, you alive?
I thought I had finally found it. I caught a glimpse of the light, one I found almost too strong to bear. All that I ever did, and all I ever would do, I dedicate to Daigo Dojima.
I am so fucking excited for this, man. I have wanted a game where we play as the villain in the series for basically forever, since I started playing them. And I know, like, Kuze game wouldn't make sense. He's the villain, one of the villains of Zero. Nishiki game wouldn't make sense because of how his story plays out. Same with Ryuta, because we already know his backstory because of Zero. Which, yes, I know Zero came out in 2015 in Japan, 2016 by us. And Yakuza 2 was in, like, what, 2007, I think? 2006, 2007? So, yeah. Obviously, we didn't know his backstory in the original game, but with Kiwami, we know his backstory, stuff like that. Anyway. February 12th, yeah, I'm going to pull up my game calendar for 2026. Game calendar 2026. Yes, I spelled it wrong. Shut up. So yeah, it's literally the day before High on Life, isn't it? God damn it. I might skip High on Life. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I legitimately might skip High on Life just to play Yakuza. Maybe I'll play High on Life in, like, March, because First Light is at the end of the month. So yeah, literally on the 12th I can play Yakuza, and then I can take, like, 2 days off of work that week, because I think 12th is a Thursday. Yeah, 12th is a Thursday. So I can take these 2 days off, maybe play some on the weekend, go to work the 16th, 17th, 18th, take off the 19th and the 20th again, and then, fuck. Hopefully you guys didn't see my home screen there. Savannah. Because otherwise you'd see how much of a mess it is. It is the 27th is a Friday. Fuck, it's a Friday. Because my roommates are gonna be home the 28th. And the 1st of March. Hopefully I can get them out of the house like I did with Stalker and some other games. Anyway, so basically what the plan is right now is to play this at launch, I might push High on Life back to March, depending on how previews are and stuff like that. And then play, like, they play this at the start of the month and then play RE9, or, yeah, RE9 at the end of the month. It is coming out, it's still coming out on PS4, but not Xbox One. I just noticed that. Huh. Interesting. Which, yeah, I know the Xbox One is the weaker of the two consoles, shit like that. Shut up. I know that stuff. Why did I say shut up? Anyway. Yeah, I'm really fucking excited for this. It looks really good. They said they're adding new story beats and changing the story a bit. I am interested to see what they do. I just really hope they don't ruin the emotional impact of this story. Because this game's final act is gut punch after gut punch, and I think it works in the game's favor. It works very much in the game's favor. Okay, so next up is Call of Duty.
I know. Y'all are confused. So was I. But as they say, this too shall pass.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do first? Okay, so I'm going to go right back to this logo drop. I am going to watch this again just because I never reacted to this. This came out when I was at work one day, so I never got to react to it. So I'm going to do this. Actually, I'm going to do... yeah, this part.
And y'all are the guests of honor. Or, technically, the main course.
And who the fuck are you?
I know. Y'all are confused. So was I. But as they say, this too shall pass.
God, these cutscenes always look so good. I really hope they don't pull a Black Ops 6 and only have 3 cutscenes throughout the entire game. Or 3 intros. I really hope every new Zombies map gets a new intro and a new outro.
Y'all real soon.
The maps have gotten outros, thankfully. All Black Ops 6 did get outros, I'm pretty sure.
I shall get to know some of the natives.
Kill them or be killed!
This is fucking awesome, by the way. This is literally exactly what I wanted. Okay, so, quick rant. I think I uploaded this part of my Gamescom stuff. I was very pissed about how they brought the old crew back, but the way that they're having them interact in this cutscene, if it translates to actual gameplay and not just the cutscenes, cinema. Absolute cinema. Exactly what I fucking wanted. Like, literally, this scene is fucking awesome. Like, okay. I know, we haven't seen the end of it. I'm gonna let this play out, and then I'm gonna play it in slow motion. Just to show you how fucking cool this is. This is literally exactly what I wanted out of this cutscene. I hope it translates well to translates to the game actually being good. So literally our Maya, who I didn't really like in Black Ops 6, unfortunately, she literally... Okay, I'm gonna turn off the audio just because it's echoey. She literally stabs this guy, Takeo sheaves this guy with his katana, cuts the other guy in half, chucks his katana into this other zombie, Maya pulls it out, cuts this guy in half, cuts the other guy, or slams the other guy with her elbow, cuts this guy again, grabs a gun, kicks it towards the Takeo, and then he grabs his sword and cuts these two guys' heads off. It's fucking awesome. I don't care what anybody says. This is goddamn awesome. Anyway. Also, the little this scene coming up is really good. The little head tilt. Go boop. The two Russians. I really hope we can also shoot the environment. Like this shot of... I know I went too far back. Like this shot of Dempsey and Carver shooting the ceiling and it caving down on some zombies. That's cool. I hope we can do that in the actual map. Also, this scene with the guy with the grenades, I really hope this is an actual enemy type. And not just a cutscene thing. Anyway.
Oh, you all are some bona fide cutthroat killers. This is gonna be fun.
So yeah, this trailer looks really good. I'm excited. Okay. So now let's go back to here. So yeah, this is basically just a repeat of the intro. There's Ted. Okay, okay. I'm gonna let this play out. No touching the remote or touching my mouse. I'm gonna put my hands behind my head. So there's Ted. Fucking highway to hell.
Together again. Burn rubber.
Okay, this sound actually fucking fits.
Company.
Ah, I missed you, Steve Blum. God, this looks fucking awesome. Is that a new perk? Okay, shut up. I'll rewatch it in a sec. That looks like the Wonder Weapon. Ooh, I like his voice. I like the new Takeo voice.
Time to roll out.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Zombie bear! I really wish the key art didn't spoil that, because that would have been fucking cool.
In the beta.
What? Fucking excuse... What? Excuse me? What? What did you say?
Play Zombies Survival in the beta.
Fucking excuse me. I guess I'm pre-ordering on PlayStation now. I was just gonna play the beta on Xbox, but fuck, I'll pre-order on PlayStation. Yes, I'm part of the issue. Shut up. Let me check something quick. This looks to be what? Fuck. I gotta switch my monitor quickly. Okay, looks to be about 23 minutes in. Okay. So, can let this ending play out quickly. Okay, so this is intro bit. It's still weird seeing Xbox logo in these trailers.
I know. Y'all are confused.
I really like the more horror-esque tone of this map. We're also in the Dark Ether, which is supposed to be very spooky and dark and dreary. I really hope this tone stays for the rest of the game, because we learned with Black Ops 6 that just because the first map is dark doesn't mean the rest of the game will be. Hell, literally, we launched with 2 maps in Black Ops 6. One was Terminus, which was dark and dreary, and one was Liberty Falls, which was bright and colorful.
But as they say,
Literally at the start of the
this
game.
too
Anyway.
shall pass.
Let the carnage begin.
I think that's a new Ted voice. So is he gonna be... He looks like he's down underground. I'm wondering if that's like a different Ted. I believe there's multiple Teds in the universe. Or in this universe. I believe so. So I wonder if that's like a different part.
Carnage begin.
There's... Mr. Peaks.
Jesse and Ted
Gear shift.
together again. Burn rubber. Oh, company.
Oh, that's Steve Blum, alright.
Like mowing a lawn of flesh.
There's, fuck, what is it? What is it called? I ran it in Cold War a lot. I ran it for the Easter egg of Time Machine. Fuck, it's Vine something or another. Not Vine Boom, but... Oh, can't remember. What'd he say? I went too far back. There's launch pads.
Happy New Year, demon spawn!
Definitely wasn't English, bro.
Wisp T. There's a TV. What? Fuck. Does it say he must be awakened? Sorry. I know, it's annoying with the audio. It must be awakened. Huh. Story stuff.
Literally at my fingertips.
Yeah, I really like his new Takeo voice. I know a lot of people are probably gonna hate it, but I love it.
Time to roll out.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Play Zombies Survival in the beta.
That's probably a new death scene. They're usually pretty good about having the special zombies give you new death animations. Okay, so I am on the proper tab. Intel Blast. All you need to know about Black Ops 7 Zombies, full gameplay deep dive, and a tour of the launch map Ashes of the Damned. Extensive intel from the Treyarch Zombies team unveils Ashes of the Damned, spanning new environments, wonder weaponry, so there's multiple. Enemies, challenges, plus the new Wonder Vehicle, augments, gobblegums, progression systems, the all-new Cursed mode, so that leak was true, and the chaotic return of Dead Ops Arcade. I completely forgot Dead Ops is coming back. Holy shit. I'm excited to play Dead Ops. That's usually one of the more fun parts of Treyarch games. It's every odd game, so Black Ops 1, 3, Cold War, which is 5, and then 7 have had it. Part 1, Ashes of the Damned. Preload, 8 dedicated crew members collide against timelines, confronting a soul-harvesting entity and awakening in the dark ether. Ashes of the Damned launches November 14th, igniting Black Ops 7 Zombies' twisted journey. Environment, explore Ashes of the Damned, a dark ether hellscape where warped locations collide, each fractured landmark looming through the fog and linked through fares offering perilous passage. Wonder Vehicle Otesi is your Wonder Vehicle, upgradable, repairable, and driven with Ted's volatile guidance. So do we not drive it? Is it like an auto drive thing, or do we actually drive it like an Outbreak? Interesting. I'm interested. Okay, we're driven. Okay, where was I? And driven with Ted's volatile guidance, this rusting pickup becomes both a lifeline and weapon across fog-choked roads. I can't speak right now. Okay, Bestiary, Ashes of the Dam, teams with horrors, swarming zombies, scavenged ravengers, the hulking Zerosa, and volatile wraith seeds. Each twisting survivor into brutal contests of endurance, precision, and squad comms. I play solo only. I only play... Unless you have to play with multiple people for the Easter egg, I'm not touching co-op in this. I might do split screen with a friend. If I can't even remember split screen's a thing in the newer ones. I know it's in the older ones, obviously, because that's how most people played it. Anyway, Wonder Weapon. The sinister necrofluid gauntlet manipulates a mysterious fluid by hardening it into deadly spikes, impaling foes and feeding on their life force with vampiric hunger. So is that going to be a heal for you, or a heal or ammo for the Wonder Weapon? I'm interested. Jump pads and traps. Jump pads appear across the launch map as rapid traversal tools once powered up. So, I wonder if each area is going to have their own power switch. Yes, I know most of this won't make sense to people who've ever played the mode. I'm just talking as a way to talk to get my nerdiness out. Yada yada. Once powered up, the saw blade trap debuts as a grotesque contraption powered by gasoline and essence. The saw blade trap just sounds like the thing from fucking Blood of the Dead. And I think a few other Black Ops 4 maps had it. Zombies reveal, welcome to Ashes of the Damned, yada yada. We're able to play at the launch of the map. On November, or launch of the game on November 14th. Let me check something quick. November 14th. November 14th is a Friday, so probably what will happen is if there's no campaign pre-order bonus, which I don't think there will be this year, after how badly Modern Warfare 2 and 3's version of that got received, I don't think they're going to do that anymore. So if there's campaign early access, it's usually 48 hours, so I'd play the campaign Wednesday, Thursday, probably just Wednesday, considering how short COD campaigns can be. And I don't even... Actually, I should say this up front. I'm not 100% sure you can play the campaign solo. They have not made that clear to me yet. They keep phrasing it as co-op campaign. I'm like, are they going to force co-op on me? Which, if they do, I'll still play it. But, I don't know. I just don't like doing co-op unless I absolutely have to. So anyway, November 14th is a Friday. So basically what will probably end up happening that day is I'll have the game downloaded, preloaded, everything. And then I'll spend that entire day playing zombies, trying to solve the Easter egg, stuff like that, leveling up guns. I might play a little bit of MP. Like if I get to a high, or if I get burnt out on zombies, which I might, I'll switch over to MP for a bit, if it's fun in the beta, which I expect it to be. It looks really fucking fun. Maybe I'll watch that multiplayer trailer as well, just to talk about it a little bit. Anyway. Okay. This is a long fucking blog. This is gonna be a while. Strap in, grab some popcorn, and get prepared to listen to me gush for another hour, probably. Black Ops 7 Zombies Narrated Overview. So the story picks up where we left off with the culmination of Black Ops 6's reckoning. Players would be wise to question exactly where this new crew has been transported to. The entire Black Ops 7 story takes place... The entire Black Ops 7 story. Interesting. They're confirming that we're probably not getting out of the Dark Ether to the last map. Takes place within the beating heart of the Dark Ether. What a weird way to describe it. Including future maps, as different timelines collide in the form of a collided 8-person crew. I like this key art. I think that's technically key art, at least. Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, Richtoff, and Meyer, Weaver, Carver, and Gray. My girl, Gray! Woo! I love Gray. She's my favorite of the new crew. All dedicated crew characters, and although any Black Ops 7 operator can be chosen in zombies, you'll experience additional conversations. Yeah, it's the same thing as Black Ops 6. And the richest story, if you and your teammate choose from the crew. Longtime Zombies fans will recognize 3 familiar voices returning to portray the new Black Ops 7 incarnations of Dr. Edward Richtofen, voiced by Nolan North, Nikolai Belinsky, voiced by Fred Descalor, and Tank Dempsey, voiced by Steve Blum. along with the debut of Nelson Lee as the voice of Takeo Masaki, now hailing from 16th century feudal Japan. Oh yeah, I should probably talk about that blog too. I'm gonna scroll back up. Okay, open link in new tab. News store, news, blogs, here we go. It's a separate feed, god damn it. Okay, multiplayer deep dive. Meet the extended team, Black Ops 7 Zombies. Okay, so this is the guide. Okay. Corey Weaver. You guys, I'm not going to talk. Okay, I will talk about. I will read these very quickly. Ranger trained CIA operative Gregory Weaver. He is from the Black Ops 1 and 2, and I think he's referenced in 3 story. And then he's not in 4 because 4 doesn't have a story. Gregory Weaver's combat acumen and espionage know-how have carried him through countless engagements. After his mother defected from the former Soviet Union, Weaver dedicated his life to exceptional military service and clandestine operations. Haunted by tactical errors, he killed Rick Toffin's wife and child. And driven by a desire to fight for something he believes in, Weaver stands strong with those who fight beside him. Weaver has been transformed by the fall of... I'm just making sure I'm still getting audio. By the fall of Janus Towers, no longer a shadow spy master, he has become a hardened leader forged by sacrifice. With Requiem shattered, he gathers the broken pieces in the fight against the Dark Ether, determined to ensure his friends survive. My girl Gray, she looks so cool. Anyway, a highly educated and brilliant scientist, Dr. Elizabeth Gray is renowned for her groundbreaking discoveries in the study of Ethereum. However, turbulent events and sinister uses of her discoveries led her down a dark path. Transformed by years of imprisonment at the hand of the former director of Requiem, which is a different version of Richtofen. There's multiple timelines, in case it isn't obvious. She uses her genius and scientific mind to ensure her team maintains every tactical advantage. Gray walks away from Janus Towers with the victories tempered by a growing unease, the gnawing doubt that science may not be able to truly mend the damage it has wrought. Once a steadfast believer in reason, she is now starting to suggest that survival may demand something beyond the equations and experiments that once brought her comfort. Major Mackenzie Carver comes from a family line of military excellence and distinguished himself with exceptional skill. One sec. Sorry, my friend who's still playing through Silent Hill F just got to the section at the house. Okay, yada yada. To his country, I read this already. In Brothers in Arms, despite being stripped of his rank, he maintained his mental and physical discipline throughout his incarceration, determined to restore his reputation. Carver leaves Janus Towers with his fury at the Dark Ether sharpened, reforged into a brainy clarity of purpose. No longer content to follow orders, he embraces the role of protector, seeking to carve out a future. Haha, get it? Carver. Out a future where humanity can stand on its own, free of masters either mortal or cosmic in nature. Maya's a cool character, I just don't think she fits well into the main crew, but whatever. Maybe she'll be better in this game. Trained in the family business of smuggling since she was a kid, Maya, I'm not bothering trying to read her last name, brings stealth, covert tactics, and a sharp mind to every engagement. Street smart and deadly, her effectiveness in combat comes from long years of honing her skills in infiltration, evasion, and misdirection. Her knowledge of the criminal underworld and its unorthodox tactics often comes in handy, but unfiltered opinions and aceton can make it hard for her to win friends. Her pursuit of the syndicate that abducted her brother threw her into Requiem's path when she helped free their leaders on Terminus Island, which is the first map of Black Ops 6. Though out of her depth in the science and machinations of the Dark Ether, her grief, and hard-earned street instincts made her an essential ally in a fight far larger than her own. Kind of spoilers for the first map, but her brother dies on Terminus Island. It's like one of the main Easter egg steps. Uncertain of her role within her newfound family, the events of Janus Towers removed her luxury of choice. As once again, she has to throw in with old allies old and new as if she is to have any chance of survival. Tank Dempsey. This incarnation Tank Dempsey. It took me a second. If Tank Dempsey is a battle-hardened U.S. Marine who most recently fought through the jungles of 1968 Vietnam. So the original version of Dempsey from Black Ops, or from World at War Black Ops 1, is from World War II, and I think the different crew from Black Ops 2 is also World War II. With grit, sarcasm, and a relentless will to survive. In this fractured reality, his distrust of his new companions and the unfamiliar surroundings have turned this otherwise dependable soldier into the unpredictable wild card of the group. Takeo Misake. Takeo Misake is a disgraced Ronin who wandered in 1591 feudal Japan without master or honor, carrying the weight of his exile as a yoke he cannot cast off. Bound by a code he still only barely believes in, he seeks redemption in the chaos of battle. His blade both a burden he must bear and a judgment on his enemies. So, it's very weird. I'm very interested to see how they do him handling guns. If you watch the end of the reveal trailer, you can kind of see him like copy Carver with the way Carver holds his gun. It's really cute. It's a really cute touch. Nikolai Belinsky. Soviet tank commander Nikolai Belinsky arrives in the dark ether from the brooder, mountainous landscape of 1984 Afghanistan, where he's also from World War II in the original version, where duty, disillusionment, and misfortune collided. Scarred by war and haunted both by betrayal and his own decisions, he masks his bitterness with dark humor, yet remains a steadfast warrior when the shells begin to fall. Dr. Edward Richthofen. Dr. Edward Richthofen, a brilliant but unhinged scientist and hero of the right. I am still shocked they're making him a Nazi. Like, making him a full-on fucking Nazi. Because in the original version, he was a Nazi unwillingly because he's a smart scientist, so he got drafted into the Nazi regime, and he made it a point that he did not like being a Nazi. And then the Victus crew, is it Victus or Primus? I think it's Primus. I think it's Primus. Anyway, Victus is Black Ops, the original half of Black Ops 2 DLC. It'll make sense in a minute. I'll explain it. So Ultimus, I believe, is World at War through Black Ops 1, which is like the original version of the crew. Then there's Victus, which is a different crew entirely, made up of 4 new people, who were the characters we played as through 90% of Black Ops 2. And then Black Ops 2's last DLC, Origins, reintroduced our main 4, Nikolai, Takeo, Richthofen, Dempsey. They introduced a new 4 as a new form called Primus. And they all had different backstories and stuff like that. Like, Richthofen wasn't a Nazi anymore. Dempsey, I think, was disavowed from the military, stuff like that. I think. I can't remember my lore too much. It's been a while since I've gotten, like, this deep into the lore of the franchise. It's been 42 minutes already. I guess I did react to the Kiwami stuff. Okay. Where was I? Hero of the Reich find himself torn from 1945 in a world where the Axis powers triumphed over the Allied nations. I'm so interested to see how they do this. Is it going to be like Wolfenstein, where it's like tech advancements, or is it going to be something else entirely? Anyway. Shaped by ambition and tainted by corruption, he masks his innate sadism and considerable ego behind quick wit and a charming smile. He vows that reality itself will ultimately bow to his designs. By the way, this was fucking dumb, because this was last week. Anyway, ripped from their respective timelines, our expanded crew find themselves thrown together in an alien dimension, accompanied by old friends, uncertain allies, and something far, far worse. Okay, let's close out of these tabs quickly. Intel Blast. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, they're revealing way too much about the map, aren't they? Okay. I might scroll through this. Okay, yada yada. Okay. Voice debut of Melson Lee. Okay. The entire Black Ops 7's Zombies experience is a wild ride across the dark ether with a full complement of maps planned across the post-launch seasons. Expect more round-based maps, the second of which will drop during Season 1, which will be December? No, considering the game's coming out in November, it'll probably be January. Yeah, it'll probably be January, because it'll be November, January, March, May, July, and then July will, like, wrap up the last season, or July, and then August will wrap up the last season leading into the launch of what's probably going to be Modern Warfare 4. Because I think it's Infinity Ward's year. We don't know yet. We're not 100% sure who's making it. It's rumored that it's Infinity Ward's year, but considering Treyarch just made 2 games back-to-back, their normal timeline of things has been messed up. Anyway. 1 sec, I'm responding to a friend quickly. As well as additional survivor maps throughout the seasons. So I'm assuming that... So they said at the end of this trailer... Also, what a fucking place to pause, Ian. So they said right here... Pre-order and play Zombie Survival in the beta. That's literally probably all that I'm going to play. Because I want to feel how Zombies feels. Or get to know how Zombies feels. Ashes of the Dam, the environment... Oh, they're really revealing way too much. Okay. I'll still read it. Though the crew may have doubled... The whereabouts of support members are unknown, and they must explore an environment doing its level best to kill them all the time. This exploration occurs... Actually, when is the beta? Ugh, fucking Christ. Music, shut up. Here we go. This multiplayer trailer is really cool, by the way. Beta is October 2nd, which is what? Yeah, next Thursday. And then the second beta... So literally they're going from the 2nd to the 8th. So literally what I might do is take off next week Thursday for the first set of beta. Go to work Friday, play the multiplayer part of the beta Saturday, Sunday. And then try to get a bit more beta time in on Tuesday. Okay, that might be what I do. Anyway, doesn't matter. You guys will see as it happens. Yada yada. Okay. This exploration occurs in unprecedented territory where the earthly rules of engagement do not apply, and now more than ever, staying together as a squad is the key to survival. I really want to see how hard they're going to make solo. Ash of the Dam can be best described as an off-world Bermuda Triangle, where various earthly and celestial locations were transported and dropped into this place. I'm literally going to end this, and then, 2 hours later, I'm going to have to fucking stay to play. Okay, maybe not 2 hours, maybe 3. Anyway. Beginning with the twisted, otherworldly Janus Towers that once resided in Liberty Falls. There are 6 terrifying and surreal main locations to investigate, all linked together by treacherous and unforgiving roadways teeming with deadly threats. Ashes of the Damned. I'm gonna scroll past this part because I don't want to get too... Yeah, they're really revealing way too fucking much. They made this mistake at the launch of Black Ops 6, and then I felt like towards the last 3... So how many maps did we get in Black Ops 6? I think we got 6. I think from map 3 onwards, they're really good about not revealing too much, and now they're revealing too much again. I get it, they need to get people to buy the game, but most people who are going to play zombies are going to buy the game anyway. Like me, I'm literally one of those fucking people. You don't need to review all this shit. Anyway. New Wonder Vehicle, Old Tessie. Ashes the Dam has a deadly network of roadways to travel between its main locations. Fortunately for you, there's a rusting pickup truck nearby that looks tough enough to withstand an undead battery. No, it's not quite battle ready yet. The truck is tough, but it isn't impervious to the force of the dark ether, and after a severe battering, it can become temporary and operable. Keep an eye on its reinforced steel frame and react accordingly if Old Tessie needs a pit stop. Methods to repair the Wonder Vehicle remain to be seen. Yeah, they literally don't reveal how to repair the fucking vehicle, but they reveal 99% of the goddamn map. I don't get it. Anyway. Truck is tough, but it isn't impervious to the yada yada yada. Yeah, okay, I read that. Also, explore carefully may even discover a series of upgrades to improve their chances of survival. I'm assuming that's probably going to be an achievement. / Dark Ops challenge / probably part of the Easter egg, knowing Treyarch. Improve the chances of survival from a familiar former bus driver's head to a multiple DG2 turret. I still haven't used the Wonder Waffle in Black Ops 6 now that I think about it. I've never gotten it. Anyway. In addition to blasting maggot sacks to atoms with the classic ray gun and the ray gun... Oh, it's confirming the ray gun Mark II is coming back. That's nice. I have my issues with the Mark II. Mainly the ammo capacity, but I don't know. Maybe they buff the damage. I guess the damage is enough. It does, I think the 3-round burst, if it hits... So basically the ray gun Mark 1 is a normal ray gun. It shoots one at a time. The Mark 2 fires in 3-round bursts. And I think if all 3 bursts hit, it does more damage than the normal ray gun. I can't remember for sure. Okay, in addition to blasting, yada yada, there's a brand new wonder weapon to wield in Ashes of the Damned. Upon discovery, the Necrofluid Gauntlet, this is probably going to be an achievement as well. Necrofluid Gauntlet is a black skull-faned glove that glows with a bilious greenish hue. This ancient artifact seems to be deadly at both melee and long ranges. It's on both surface veins, choked by a vicious liquid that the gauntlet seems to control. In fact, the entire weapon seems to be alive and hungry. This is such a cute shot. I like this. And it has the new Takio voice. I love it. Oh, it doesn't have audio. Never mind. Command the gauntlet and the dark liquid can be reshaped into powerful spikes that shoot forth skewering targets at range before being summoned back into the gauntlet, inflicting further damage. It's rumored that the Necrofluid Gauntlet has vampiric tendencies. It can also pull in items and power-ups from a distance. Ooh. Ashes of the Damned, a brief bestiary. Forced through the veil and into the dark ether, you're faced with an array of damned souls, some torn from their realities, that now wander across forbidden lands, cursed to hunt without end. It's not a full accounting of the horrors you encounter, so I'm assuming they're not going to reveal. They're probably not revealing the boss fight here, which is smart. I'm assuming there's going to be a boss fight at least. That's usually what happens. But a glimpse of the threats and oddities awaiting you in Ashes of the Damned. Base zombies and armored zombies. Okay, armored zombies are back, which I'm sure people are fucking furious about. Foundation of every horde, ceaseless, ravenous, and relentless in their pursuit, they converge in swarming masses, clawing until nothing remains. Should you escape their reach, they resort to revolting and improvised display, tearing flesh from their own decaying forms to fling as grotesque projectiles. Yeah, they're still going to do that. I can't remember if that was in at Black Ops 6's launch or not. I think it was. I know there was a step, or there was an area in Terminus where you could get where, like, their flesh-thrown grenades wouldn't hit you. Okay. Ravengers. So these are the new denizens. I still can't... These guys are from, like, the comic book, which I have somewhere. I have a German copy of the comic book because I was an idiot and bought a German copy, and I still feel bad for that, about that, because I bought a copy for my friend, too. She speaks German, but... Or she spoke German. I don't know if she still does. That was like her whole thing in high school. Anyway, doesn't matter. Said to be a tortured minion of an unknown evil, the Ravager prowls the dark ether on all fours, usually in packs, lurking in the shadows until the moment it can strike. Drawn to material spoils, the creature consumes salvage and other dropped provisions. Gee, oh, that's gonna be fucking rude. A habit that can directly impact your survival in the field, yeah. Packs of Ravagers are especially dangerous, overwhelming squads with relentless flurries of sharp, clawed wounding. More than just scavengers, Ravagers can also latch onto moving vehicles, even at high speeds. Zerosa. An apex predator twisted by the dark ether, the Zerosa is no ordinary bear, but a hulking undead monstrosity whose thick hide and parasitic infestations make it an elite-level threat. So this is our new mini-boss enemy, replacing Manglers and Abominations and, fuck, what's the body horror enemy from Black Ops 6? I can't remember its name. They're cool design, suck to fight. Horrible to fight. Driven by madness and aggression, it mauls... One sec. My friend just got to the bit of Silent Hill with the arm. Okay, driven by madness and aggression, it mauls with bite and claw strikes that not only deal heavy damage, but also wound victims, leaving them vulnerable to lingering harm until they recover. Yeah, this is definitely the new death animation. When the Zerosa roars into combat, expect it to charge in on all fours, battering through teams or slamming into old Tessie. As if its raw strength wasn't enough, the Zerosa is her host of parasitic insects, so-called zombies. I'm assuming that's probably what you have to shoot to kill it. That swarm from hive-like growths, infesting the beast's fur and skin. These clouds of stinging death add chaos to an already fraught fight. When taken on alone, the Zerosa is a towering menace. Amid other threats, it becomes a mauling engine of devastation. General Intel Black Ops 7 changes to enemies. Expect some adjustments and changes to enemies in Black Ops 7 zombies. Audio cues, did you hear this? Expect to hear a special round audio stinger when zombies' strength increases as the rounds progress. That's cool. Thank the fucking Lord. Fewer super sprinters. Thank fucking God. Fast-moving zombies, aka super sprinters, will start to appear at higher rounds, will increase in frequency at a lower rate as rounds continue past 55, and the maximum number of super sprinter zombies in a round will be lowered slightly while still keeping the challenge high. Okay, that's fine. Armored zombie adjustments. Heavy and light armored zombies are weighed down by their protective skeletal army and are slower and more durable. Armored zombies no longer super sprint and higher rounds, thank fucking god. Overall, zombie armor is more easily destroyed, but more durable against explosive splash damage. Okay, that's a fair balance change. Because literally you would throw like a C4 charge into a pack of armored zombies, detonate it, and like all their armor was destroyed, usually killing them even in high rounds. Okay. Certain weapon and attachment combinations are more effective at armored zombie takedowns. Sliding knockdown. Sliding into a normal zombie knocks it down but doesn't inflict a lot of damage. I don't think that was sliding into them. Sliding into them before was death, basically. Once power has been restored to the local area, you're navigating around. Okay, so the confirmation that it's based on where you are on the map. Or there's going to be multiple power switches. Yada yada. Okay, here we go. Dark Preparations, mode and loadouts. Modes, Black Ops 7 Zombies expands with standard, directed, survival, and curse modes, offering story-driven quests, streamlined guidance, tighter endurance maps, and high-risk relic hunts. Oh? So I wonder what curse is going to be the reward for. So curse is basically going to be like Black Ops 1 Zombies from what the leaks were. We haven't seen for sure yet. Plus Dead Ops Arcade 4, Black for the first time in 5 years, yada yada. Find more info on DOA 4 at the end of this blog. Loadouts. Prepare for a match with a loadout catering to 30 weapons you can unlock and level up, along with new and training equipment, field upgrades, and gobbles. Weapon prestige, build codes, and melee criticals add depth, letting squads personalize survival strategies from match start, unless they're looking for something a little more old school and cursed. I wonder if my gobblegums will transfer to the PS5 version, because I played BO6 on Xbox. So it's on Game Pass, I got it for free. Well, free. I think I paid $20 for the upgrade path. So I got the operator skins, the first battle pass for free, and I think I got like 5 or 6 gobblegums. Black Ops 7 launches with several modes, and along with the highly anticipated return of Dead Ops Arcade 4, expect zombies experience is designed for all manner of undead slayers, from the novice to the hardcore zombie veteran. I like this shot. This shot is cool. There's Gray, there's Carver, or there's Weaver, there's Nikolai, there's Richtofen. Standard. Play the new round-based map, Ashes of the Dam, continuing the fight against the undead within the Dark Ether, and searching for clues to the truth of what lies ahead. Recommended for experienced players. This will include access to the main quest and side quest content, and will be available at launch on November 14th. Yeah, same as usual. Opt for a streamlined path through, so this is directed mode. Opt for a streamlined path through a zombies map. Or clear objectives. Okay, I gotta check something quick. Yeah. I have no idea if you guys can see this. I apologize if you can. I might have to hurry it up a bit. Opt for a streamlined path. Yada yada. Or clear objectives and guided progression. Keep you locked on the main quest. This is an experience that's more approachable for new players or for those chasing story-driven completion. So basically what I did is I tried the Easter egg on standard for like 2 weeks after launch, and then if I couldn't do it, I'd do it in directed mode. I think I ended up doing 3 out of the 6 maps on standard. Survival, here we go. Survival maps are coming to zombies for the first time since BO2. Delivered a focused, unfiltered experience based on a small part of the Ashes of the Damned at launch. There are no quests other than you and your squad surviving against the relentless undead for as long as you can. Cursed. Take on a new experience featuring some legacy mechanics, numerous side quests to unearth increasingly potent and cursed relics. Activate these relics to face harder challenges in exchange for new levels of power, replayability, and rewards. So they're not going to let you do the Easter egg on Cursed? That's not smart. Okay. This is talking about Cursed mode, right? Relics, rewards, and old school challenge. Okay. Maybe they will let you do the Easter egg. Okay. Let's read this part before I jump to a conclusion. Tailor-made for the hardcore, crafted for those seeking a more demanding experience with new layers of challenge to discover and overcome for access to unique rewards. This is one of Black Ops 7's biggest innovations. Directly inspired by feedback from the Zombies community. Yeah, lots of people were bitching about how easy the new version of Zombies was. You can't even enter Curse until you fulfilled certain criteria. Interesting. Once you figured out how to access the mode itself, you start your Curse match with some familiar friends. Only a trusted pistol in your hand, and no loadout weapons available. No minimap, and a classic point system inspired by Black Ops 3. I'll try it. Maybe I really do not think this is going to go over well. I think Treyarch caved to fan demand too much. I don't think this is going to work at all. But maybe it will. Maybe it'll be the main way I play this game. Aside if they let you do the Easter eggs. From there, your focus is on finding archaic artifacts of great power hidden away across dark ether, time, and space. These are known as relics, each one themed around a totem from Black Ops Zombies history. Huh? Every relic has a unique condition to discover it, and the requirements needed can be unforgiving. Jesus. I can already tell there's going to be one where it's like, reach round 20 with only your pistol, and no pack-a-punch, and no perks. I can already tell it's going to be one of them. These cursed relics aren't simply here to display it in a trophy cabinet, they provide a debuff modifier, making your subsequent matches even more challenging. I wonder if you could disable them. Interesting. Each relic offers a unique challenge to overcome, and what's unlocked and applied to a match. Several of these modifiers can enable further restrictions that longtime fans will find familiar. Okay, so the 4 perk limit is not in the mode at first glance. Okay, that's good. A limit of 4 perk. Oh, 1 sec. Okay, I gotta scratch my ear. Limit of 4 Perk-Colas, and the removal of ammo caches are 2 examples. Damn! I'm running out of storage space, so I'm gonna delete something quick. I am going to delete. Can you guys see my Steam library? No, you can't. Okay, good. Let's see here. Let's delete Fallen Aces, I guess. I can reinstall it after I upload these 2 videos. Okay. With relics becoming available in varying degrees of cursed power, your future cursed matches are available as private matches with the host collection available to pick from, are set to become even more hectic as you hunt down more dangerous artifacts. Each Black Ops 7 Zombies map will also have more relics to discover throughout the post-launch seasons. Why curse yourself by choosing relics to increase the challenge? Because doing so is the key to unlocking more powerful relics, as well as granting you classified benefits and rewards unique to the mode. So probably more Dark Ops challenges, camos, maybe a gun. Probably not a gun. I don't see a... maybe it'll let you spawn with like a ray gun or some shit. What was it? Black Ops 3 and... Black Ops 3 had it where you can spawn with the machine pistol, and then Cold War had it where you did all the... Like, when you did all the Easter eggs in Black Ops 3, you got the machine pistol as a starting gun instead of the basic pistol. And then... in Infinite Warfare, which isn't Treyarch, it was like a whole new, basically new part of the map when you did all the Easter eggs. Back to back to back to back. And then in Cold War, it was what you spawned with a legendary gun, which is like the rarity system. Oh, I'm assuming rarity isn't a thing in this mode, because that's like the biggest complaint that people had with new zombies, is the points in the rarity system. Okay, let's see here. Down on the farm, survivor... Oh, jeez, I'm only halfway done, and I still got the augments to read. How long has this been going? Over an hour, god damn it. Okay. Down on the farm, survival mode intel. First survival map coming at launch is the Focus Bite-Side experience set on the Van Dorn family farm that lies within the larger round-based zombies map. This is just a taste of the main event, waiting for you Ashes of the Dan, providing an opportunity to jump in and simply slay some zombies with no distractions. This will probably be the main camo grind spot for the entire game, not just zombies. In survival, you can optionally your teammates venture within the parameter of a map, in this case the farmstead, and hold out for as long as possible. There are few pieces to run, Old Tessie is out of commission, and tactical positioning is key to keeping the undead forces at bay, so like classic zombies. Once the power to the farm has been restored, you have a focus plan to survive for as long as possible with little chance of escape. Any accessible caches and machines available in standard mode appear in identical location in survival mode. So I think like death perception is at the farm. In the trailer. It looks like the Wonder Fizz machine is there. Any other interactable crafting tables, wall buys, and machines not in your standard mode area of the map are moved into the survival map. Interesting. How are they going to do wall buys? Is it just going to be an area of the map is just entirely fucking wall buys? That's going to be interesting. Okay, allowing you to be yada yada yada, provided you got the necessary essence to salvage. For example, in standard mode, Vandal Farm doesn't have Pack-a-Punch or the Wonder Fizz machine, so both are dropped into the survival mode map. In survival, your options are clear. Fight for as many rounds as you can, judging the best time to flee via exfil before you're overrun by the dead. Yeah, and play on the beta. And the best part, you'll be able to play survival mode in the Black Ops 7 beta. Get ready to sink your teeth into a small taste of the full Ashes of the Damned experience next weekend. Look for more information We're accessing this mode in our forthcoming Call of Duty Next coverage on September 30th. Completely forgot that's next week. Okay. Match preparations, loadout, cursed exempt. Tool up and choose your preferred offensive capabilities in the weapon zombies loadout menu, where you can bring the following with you into the dark ether in modes other than cursed. A ranged weapon from the primary and secondary categories, specific attachments. Within the gunsmith continue to offer zombie-specific benefits like an increased chance at criticals or salvage. A single melee weapon, a field upgrade that can change mid-match in the pause menu. Yep, same as always. Tactical equipment including stay warts like decoy and old favorites like the Symbol Monkey and the Cashmere, along with back BO7 specific tacticals. Lethal equipment including BO7 specific lethals, Gobblegum pack, 5 gums that can be swapped to another player chosen pack in match in the pause menu. Note Gobblegum inventories from Black Ops 6 will be accessible in BO7. I wonder if those. I'm assuming because it's in your Activision account, it'll transfer over. BO7 loadout, confirmations and changes. Okay, one sec. Let me check some. I fear you guys probably hear that too. Where is it? I hear it. The hell? It's under the. Sorry. I probably should just pause the recording at this point. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna text my roommate quick because I think it was them calling. Actually, one sec. Actually, one sec. I'm gonna pause the recording again. Sorry. Okay, we should be back. Hopefully. Let me see here. So my roommate called. She said that one of our other roommates is going to be working in a different area tomorrow, so he's not getting up at 5 o'clock like he usually does. So he's we're gonna have to share a shower between 3 people, so I might just stay home tomorrow. I don't know yet. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Aside from, like, I'll probably upload more stuff if I'm here tomorrow. Here we go. Black Ops 7 loadout, confirmations and changes. Are we still on the proper? Yep, okay, good. Proper scene. It's been what? Well over an hour and 20 minutes, probably, considering how long I was on the phone with my roommate. Okay. Build codes, zombies preferred builds, weapons you construct in the gunsmith now will have associated build code that you can share with friends. So that'll make Easter eggs easier, because the YouTuber can just put, this is the build code I use for my weapon. 30 weapons to level up and unlock. There are 30 weapons to choose from at the launch of Black Ops 7 that you can take into zombies, each with an impressive leveling journey with multiple military, special, and mastery camos to unlock. Yada yada, consult the MP blog for more details. Weapon prestige is available in zombies for all Black Ops 7 weapons, including the ability to unlock a unique prestige attachment and more weapon camos with each weapon. Support weapons, these return to Black Ops 7, including the all-new Disciple injection. Ooh. One sec. Including the yada yada, as well as a selection of Black Ops 7 ordnance. Find these, drop the loop, or build them at your crafting table. Melee weapon adjustments. It's a beneficial change coming to melee weapons in Black Ops 7, allowing them to inflict critical and more damaging attacks. Good, because melee weapons were ass after, like, round 6. New and returning features, Essence, Salvage, and Power-Ups intel. Essence can now be gained by recycling Gobblegums. Ooh! I wonder how that'll play. Like, for me, because there's some Gobblegums that only work in co-op, I wonder if I can take those into the match, recycle them for Essence, and just blast through the map right away. I'd probably end up being too cocky and end up getting myself killed. Anyway. Salvage drop scale and value with missed rewards returned at milestones, while power-ups gain a random perk option while fire sale discounts traps. So random perk was a thing in BO6, but it was only for doing side Easter eggs. So now it can just drop from a random zombie. I don't know if I like that. Enhancement Overload, Black Ops 7 launches with a huge variety of perk-colas, ammo mods, and field upgrades. Massive augment and expansion with 66 new choices for 192 total augments. Holy fuck! Resets progress continued from Black Ops 6 and a new overheal mechanic letting you stack buffs and customize your survivor chances like never before. For so much information, we've carved off an entire blog detailing all the augments coming at launch. Read it here. Okay, that's the other blog I have open. Wall buys, ammo caches, and mystery boxes. Wall buys add ammo for the weapon you bought, and armor upgrades are newly streamlined. What is that? What the fuck does that mean? I guess they'll probably explain it. Ammo caches return with updated visuals and scaling costs. Mystery boxes return, now granting ether tools and improved rarities as round progresses. Ooh. That might be annoying, though, if you spend $9.50 to get a gun because your weapon's out of ammo, and you get an Aether tool instead of a new gun. Or you're trying to grind out camos. Crafting tables, arsenal, and pack-a-punching. Crafting tables introduce new and returning tacticals, yada yada. Tacticals, lethals, and support, including the new disciple injection. Yeah, same thing as before. TED Talks, TED Task, HUD options, and exfil. So I'm assuming TED Tasks are going to be the Sam trials of this game. Tasks evolves. Yeah, TED Tasks evolve Sam trials, HUD customization continues, and exfil shifts to eerie phone booths. Ooh. And more. Solo save, pause, and armory systems continue for Black Ops 6. New additions include firing range, loadout testing, expanded zombies intel, weapon prestige, weekly and mastery badge challenges, and more. Currencies confirmed. Essence and Cell. Jesus, it's still like half the fucking blog left. Okay, so it's literally just this part left, and then I want to leave Dead Ops Arcade as a surprise, so I probably won't read that part. Okay. We're almost done, guys. And then we got the entire fucking other blog to read. Two free forms of zombie currency, Essence and Salvage are returning. Essence is a distilled universal energy earned quickly by slaying the undead. Spend Essence to keep yourself alive in the following ways. Power up objective devices to progress the mission. Buy doors, access wall buys, ammo caches, jump pads, mystery boxes, Coca-Cola machines, pack-punch machines, vehicle summon stations, head trials, and traps. Certain gobblegums, gun system attachments, as well as Vulture Aid perk arguments can... Oh, Vulture Aid's confirmed right away. Can increase the amount of essence dropped. I wonder if all the augments will transfer over. I mean, I won't mind having to grind them back out again, because that part was fun. I know I'm weird like that, but I love the grind of having to get all the augments. Salvage takes the form of small piles of scrap, usually found at random from falling enemies. Salvage drops remain player-specific. Yes. Good. I don't play co-op, but I've heard that this is a very good change. Like I said, I've said this multiple times. I don't play co-op. To access an ammo mod and apply its associated elemental power to your current weapon via the arsenal machine, yeah. You upgrade the rarity of your weapon from gray base, which is gray, uncommon to green, rare, which is blue, epic, which is purple, and legendary, which is orange. So it inflicts more damage via the arsenal machine. Certain gunsmith attachments, allows the arsenal Vulture Aid perk, can increase the amount of salvage. Here we go, changes. Gobblegums can now be recycled to receive instant additional essence. The amount you receive is determined by the Gobblegum rarity. The salvage bonus from certain silencer attachments that perform similarly to their Black Ops 6 counterparts have been lowered so that other muzzle attachments become a valid choice. Fuck that. I like having making it so like 90% of zombies dropped salvage. Massive missed salvage. There's some times where like salvage would drop below the map or be like below an area that you couldn't get to. So you could only see at the top of the salvage. I think I have a clip of it saved somewhere. Maybe I'll edit that in if I can find it. Anyway, if you find salvage hard to come by, expect some help in this regard. Every 10 rounds, you're awarded around 50% of any salvage you previously missed picking up, and which subsequently disappeared, along with an on-screen message indicating the good fortune. Power-ups, here we go. Insta-kill, double points, max ammo, nuke, fire sale, bonus points, full power, max armor, random perk. The randomly appearing gold-plated rewards that grant you temporary buff for a limited time are back, usually appearing after you slay an impressive number of foes and remaining on the map for a few seconds. It's usually around 20 to 30. I've timed it before. Power-ups are also available from specific gobblegums. Power-ups can be still found in other more secretive ways. Yeah, side Easter eggs. The following power-ups are confirmed to retrain in Black Ops 7 Zombies. Insta-kill, one-hit kills normal enemies. Higher-tier enemies have specific rules will take greater damage. These kills don't recharge your field upgrade. I think that's a new part. Last 30 seconds. Double points, double amounts of points gained, 30 seconds. Max ammo. Fills your ammo and equipment on all carried weapons. Damn! So it refills your tacticals as well? That'll be fun. Nuke kills all normal enemies on the map. Higher tier enemies have specific rules to take damage. Further spawning enemies are delayed by a few seconds. Instant. Fire Steel activates all mystery box locations and reduces the cost of 10 essence. First appears only after the mystery box has been moved to a new location for the first time. Also reduces the cost of traps to 10 essence. Last 30 seconds. Bonus points. Grants all players a number of essence points. Instant. Full power. Refills all players' field upgrades, which can now be employed. Instant. Max armor. Fully repairs armor to the maximum tier the player has. 1 plate, 2 or 3 via previous wall buy. Instant. Random perk. Grants a player randomly chosen perk they do not own. Instant. Here we go. Black Ops 7 changes to power-ups. Max ammo power-up now refills your equipment as well as your ammunition. Damn. Crosshair power-up reduces the trap of wall buys. Random perk power-up has been added to the randomly drop power-ups available. A number of perks must be purchased by our teammates before the drop can occur. Okay, that makes more sense. Multiple power-ups can randomly dropping within a single round is now a more frequent occurrence. There's a new Gobble Gun, Power Vacuum. That was supposed to be in BO6. That was found in the files, like, back at launch, I think. Or maybe it isn't BO6 and it just came in, like, a later season. I don't fucking remember. Anyway. That increases the number of the chances of power-up spawning after zombie kills. Any Gobblegums that summon power-ups, like Killjoy, On the House, and Hidden Power, now automatically activate the power-up they summon, adjusting the tactics of when to employ them, removing the need to physically run into them. Thank fucking God. Because the amount of bugs, glitches, and annoying situations I ran into because I was trying to activate a Gobblegum, and it just wouldn't work because I was facing a wall, or the power-up would despawn, or something else stupid would happen, were unfucking countable. Anyway. Enhancements overview. Spending time in the research laboratory certainly starts to pay dividends as Black Ops 7 launches with a huge selection of Coca-Colas, ammo mods, and field upgrades, as well as a massive influx of new augments across all this content. There are new research diagrams for every enchantment, as well as new powerful buffs to it across the dark ether. Black Ops 7 arrives with 24 different types of enhancement divided into 3 familiar categories, 12 types of Perca-Colas. Holy shit, they're keeping all the perks from Black Ops 6 seasons. I was expecting them to, like, take out Vulture Raid and Double Tap and all that shit and add it back in like, Season 1 and 2. But no, they're keeping the perks. 12 types of Perca-Colas, 1 new, 11 returning, Wisp Tea, Juggernaut, PhD, Elemental Pop, Melee Macchiato, Vulture Raid, Double Tap, Quick Revive, Deadshot, Death Perception, Stamina Up, and Speed Cola. 6 type of Anomods, 1 new, 5 returning, Fireworks, Brain Rot, Napalm Burst, Shadow Rift, Deadwire, and Cryo Freeze. I think Fireworks is new. I think. Toxic Growth, that's the one I knew I was looking for earlier. Toxic Growth, that was the one that Rick Toffin used in the trailer. I was kept trying to think it was something Vine. If one of these enhancements arrives with a new set of augments, so unlocking new, some returning. Augments to receive tuning and tweaks to forget some of what you know and prepare for you to learn some new tricks. For each returning enhancement, Juggernaut, for example, expects 6 augments from Black Ops 6, plus 2 brand new augments, 1 major and 1 minor. Black Ops 6 augment research continues with all your completed augment unlocks for every returning perk. Ammo mod and field upgrade, accessible in BO7. Hell yeah. But also hell no, because I wanted to do the grind again. Maybe if I don't transfer my progress, I'll do the grind again. Anyway. Research all 8 augments in your research diagram, and you can unlock the extra slot minor augment, which enables you to equip a second minor augment. Therefore, once you fully research a specific perk, ammo mod, or field upgrade, you have a total of 8 augments, with 3, 1 major, 2 minor, being active during a match. That would be cool. You may have noticed that 2 Black Ops 6 ammo mods, Lightman and Shatterblast, and through field upgrades, Test Storm, Frostblast, and Mr. Peaks aren't listed as returning. Expect them auto-repair with each with 2 new augments and additional minor augment slot to unlock to bolster your offensive capabilities still further during Season 1. Okay. As long as it's all dropped during Season 1 and it's not, like, drip-fed to us again, I'm fine with that. Complete coverage on augments. Okay, I'm going to read that right now. just because that's the part of the blog we're at. Find new ways to survive Black Ops 7 zombies with augment intel on a fucking 192. Jesus Christ. New and returning enhancements, including research diagrams, yada yada yada. I'm not reading the... Okay. This is the same. Okay. Throughout the section of the blog, there are lists to adjustments to perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades that are specific to each type. To start with, though, here are some general changes to augments. Ground preservation. Anytime an augment enables an enemy to be charmed, Rain Rot perk is the obvious example. Charmed enemies now avoid slaying the oh my fucking god. Thank fucking Christ. Now avoid slaying the last zombie in the round, allowing you and your teammates to inflict the final blow. Especially helpful if you're kiting an enemy, or kiting an enemy while investigating the map more closely, so doing the Easter egg step. Bigger game. All big game augments for ammo mods receive a buff to damage or frequency they trigger. Augment example. Big game Brain Rot and Napalm Burst will now charm or burn elite enemies more frequently. Area of effectiveness, damage types without a hit location, like Deadwire's Lightning Strike, are no longer automatically considered critical hits or headshots. This also affects equipment and traps. God, I'm getting out of breath. I've been talking for an hour and 40 minutes, cutting out the time I was on the phone with my roommate, or including the time I was on the phone with my roommate. One shot, one chance. Augments that operate on a per-shot influence regarding ammunition or weapons that have multiple pellets or an area of effect damage now have a very small cooldown so as to not make them overwhelmingly effective for those weapon types. Yeah. A new feature for Black Ops 7 is Overheal, a modifying buff that allows players to temporarily increase their maximum health. Using certain augments or equipment, here's how this works. Enhanced health. The most you can raise your health by combined augment effects like Juggernaut's probiotic augment or the stim shot equipment, for example, is 100 health above your current health maximum. That's cool. Okay. Wisp Tea and Augment Intel. A total of 12 Perk-Colas are available to bolster you and your team with different abilities. You can obtain as many perks as there are available on a map and can also receive random or all perks for using specific gobblegums. New perk, Wisp Tea. Drink to summon a companion wisp after killing zombies. Ooh. So I think it's like Blood Wolf Bite. I think it's called Blood Wolf Bite in Black Ops 4. I think that's what that did. Anyway, I think it's someone like a wolf. Anyway, this perk specializes in adding a protective ethereal creature that remains near the player, appearing only after the player affects a large amount of damage to the enemy. Use of field upgrades, equipment, and other high damage items quickens the summoning. Once summoned, the wisp begins to slay nearby zombies for around 30 seconds. 2 minutes later, it can be summoned again. The wisp is summoned after defeating a large number of zombies. The number is important rather than the speed of slaying, though obviously the wisp will appear more quickly if the enemies are killed with haste. The wisp targets our zombies types indiscriminately. The wisp also realizes the importance of turning around and refrain from killing the last zombie remaining. Wisp major augments. Master Wrath, the demon does more damage. Master Salvation, the fox can revive you while it's active. This can be done up to 3 times per match. So we're now up to 6 revives per match. Actually, 9 if you include Dying Wish if they include Dying Wish in the quick revive slot. Mask of Distraction, the monkey attracts enemies and does damage in an area. Mask of Benevolence, the maiden does not attack, but will periodically heal you. Interesting. Extension increases the Wisp's lifetime. That's going to be the one everybody runs. Increase the cooldown before Wisp can be summoned. The Wisp will attract and avoid damaging the last zombie in the round until the round times out. The Wisp will pick up items or power-ups for you, aside from the nuke. Cool. Base purchase price, Perk-Colas, based on previously purchased perks and power-ups, increases the price. Now don't include the ones you have attained for free. Oh! That's cool. In Black Ops 6, their Wonder Fizz machines became available at round 25, and 7, the arrival of the Wonder Fizz machine is dependent on you and your teammates. And now also arrives after a certain number of perks have been bought, including repurchases by all players. Huh. Interesting. Yes, I know this is really boring and stuff that probably isn't interesting to watch, but I like talking about this stuff. Okay, returning Perk-Colas. Juggernaut. Increase maximum health from 100 to 250. Probiotic increase maximum health from 250 to 300. Turtle shell. Armor acts as a shield on your back. Completely absorbing damage. Armor completely absorbs damage to your back while also allowing warmer damage mitigation from your front. Yeah, this augment was fucking useless in Black Ops 6. Reactive armor. When an armor plate breaks, normal enemies are stunned for a short duration. New. Iron core. Your health is increased when all your armor plates are broken. I might mess with that one. Minor augments. Retaliation. Deal bonus damage if the health is low. Hardened plates. Armor plates have more damage mitigation. Adjustment. The damage mitigation has been reduced slightly. Yeah, that was deserved. Durable plates. Increase armor durability. Shake it off. Incoming damage will occasionally be significantly reduced. Okay, PhD, dive to prone to cause a big boom. This falling from heights creates explosions for short bursts. Sprinting into normal enemies damages and knocks them down. This also works for tactical sprinting. We don't have tac sprint in this game, guys. Sliding in enemies causes explosions. Effectiveness when slide swiping has been reduced. The augment triggers when impact occurs during the direction of travel. Double whammy. Reduce the second explosion shortly after the first one. Maybe I'll do that one instead of this one. I'll have to test it out. Environmentalists become immune to environmental damage while sliding. Yep. Reduce height and distance requirements for explosions. Tribologists, sliding distance and speed are increased. Adjustment both the sliding speed and increase in general speed bonus have been lessened slightly. Yeah, that was deserved. Stuntman, while jumping, creates an explosion. Cool. Attacks can trigger random ammo mods. Citrus focus, and a weapon has an ammo mod equipped. Ammo to pop will only activate that one. This one was always, this seemed fucking useless to me. Because it's the whole point of the perk is to make it so you can trigger random ammo mods. But whatever. Imperil Peach, enemies that hit you have a chance to trigger a random ammo mod. Electric Cherry, reloading creates an electric damage discharge that damages and stuns nearby normal enemies. The emptier the magazine, the stronger the damage. Yep. Rainbow Pop. Weapons with an ammo mod equipped have a chance to deal the elemental damage that an enemy is weak to. I might try this one. Increased damage, elemental weakness. This has been lessened by a modest amount. Yeah, that was deserved. Pineapple Blast. Equipment can also trigger an ammo mod. Reduce all ammo mod cooldowns. Killing a special elite enemy when its elemental weakness resets your elemental pop cooldown. Ooh. Release weapon gun butt with a deadly punch adjustment. The damage of each punch continues to increase until round 30. Thank God. The punch itself is faster. Double thank God. Expect different damage multipliers depending on the melee weapons you use. All melee attacks faster. Melee attacks heal a small amount of your health. Your punch can hit multiple enemies at once. The punch is replaced with your dedicated melee weapon. Yeah. Or this one's new. Sorry. Dedicated melee. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't use the perk enough to make this stuff useful. Also, I am not going to read Twitter. This is enough info. Stick and move. Back pedal speed is increased. That's a successful melee attack. Your punch can one-hit kill no more enemies for longer. This number of rounds you can one-hit no more enemies has been increased. Melee kills reload a portion of your magazine. Gain more essence from melee kills. Cool, I guess. Increase the variety of loot dropped by enemies. Feeded upgrade. On death, zombies have a chance to create a grass cloud that charges your field upgrade. Smell of death. On death, zombies have a chance to create a grass cloud that conceals you while standing in it. Parting gift. Vulture aid. Ammo drops give more ammo to wonder weapons. Armormatic. Picking up an armor plate automatically applies it to your... Oh, that's fucking cool. Condor's reach. Auto pick up loot from further away. Critical kills have a chance to drop extra salvage. On death, zombies have a higher chance of dropping your current equipment. Chance to drop has been lessened slightly. I'm interested to try that out for myself, because that shit was overpowered as hell, but it carried me so much. Especially elite enemies you kill have a chance to drop a large essence vial. Increased weapon fire rate, yep. Double jeopardy. Normal zombies at low health have a chance to die immediately when shot. All non-critical shots do double damage, only applies to normal bullet weapons. Double hits in the same target in quick succession deal more damage. Double dealer. Every fourth bullet in your weapon magazine deals double damage. That's cool. So double time. This one's really good, by the way. Double time increased fire rate bonus. Double or nothing. Weapons have a chance To inflict double damage, I would also have a chance to inflict no damage. That one, I tried that out for a while and it just didn't work with my style of play, sadly. Double play, killing 2 enemies in quick succession. You have a chance to return 2 rounds to your magazine. Only applies to normal weapons. Double down. Bullet weapons have increased penetration damage through enemies. So basically what I'm probably going to end up running is this one and this one. Quick revive, recover health and revive allies faster. EMT, reviving an ally allows to keep their all their perks in the bleed out circle. Adjustment, players with this augment now keep up to 5 of their perks from revived. Woo! This one's like a very big change, especially for a solo player. I might not. I'm probably still gonna run Dying Wish, but because it's just a crutch at this point. Equipment exchange, if you have quick revive when down, kill an enemy will revive you. This can be done up to 3 times. Adjustment, now you always go into your last stand pose. Quick revive is no longer reviewed on use, and you keep all your perks if you kill an enemy while downed. Damn! I might have to try that out. Dying Wish, on lethal damage, you become immune to all damage for 2 seconds and keep 1 health. Quick revive is removed on use, this can be done up to 3 times. Adrenaline rush, killing a special and elite enemy will start your health regeneration. Ooh. See, like, these are all really good augments. And then there's other ones that are just like, meh. I like the system, but Treyarch definitely has a lot of work to do to improve it. Minor augments with recovery, increase yada yada. Reviving an ally increases both of your movement speeds for a short time. This works even in solo if you revive yourself, by the way. Primary return, revive an ally, heals your full health. That one also works in solo. Slow death, increase your time in last stand. Works in solo, obviously. Emergency medical kit. You can now craft a self-revive kit up to 4 times. Well, that one's getting run by everybody. It's probably going to be this one and this one that are going to get run. At least by me. Deadshot, improve A9 sights precision, and increase critical damage of bullets. This part is, like, useless on PC because there's no auto-aim on PC. Deadhead, further increased Deadshot daiquiris critical damage, bonus for guns. Dead first bullets can deal double critical damage and enemies at full health. Critical hits have a chance of adding a bullet to your magazine adjustment. A slight cooldown has been added here. That makes sense. Dead to rights. Bullets deal bonus damage to enemies within point-blank range. Dead break, increase bullet damage to armor pieces. This one's getting run. Reduce hipfire spread, reduce gun movement. Temporary, increase your movement speed after getting a point-blank kill. Interesting. Scared enemies are outlined. Treasure hunter, spot items others can miss. Your elemental weakness damage has a chance to kill an enemy that's low on health. Small chance that a body shot becomes a critical shot. A slight cooldown has been added and does not work with explosive weapons or wonder weapons. Yeah, that makes sense because that was broken. 6 cents. See enemies close behind you and take less damage from behind. Ooh la la. Bird's eye view. The minimap scan rate is increased. Find extra essence under more locations. Increase perception radius. Death perception can now see loot. What the fuck does that mean? Increase movement speed, become immune to fall damage, enable tactical sprint with increased duration. Nobody's fucking running that augment. Walk faster while aiming, guns up, fire while sprinting. That one's getting run. Or this one. So usually what I would do is I do stamina up with PhD, with like the immune to fall damage, and then PhD with like the bigger explosion, and I would just dive around the map. Hard target while sprinting, projectile damage is reduced. Use equipment while sprinting. Yeah, this is the one I usually use. Hot foot gain a speed boost if your equipment kills an enemy. Footwork, increase non-forward sprinting speed. Might try that one out. Speed cola, replay and reload weapons faster. Field upgrades, you charge faster. Yep. Reload speed is even faster. This is the one I always used. Because it gets broken with like a shotgun that you have like slugs on. You just reload. Phantom reload, weapon and magazines are slowly refilled over time. Gain a burst of speed when initiating a reload. I might try that. Speedy roulette, the mystery box settles much faster. This is the one I usually use. Swap weapons faster, deploy equipment faster. Reloading has a chance not to use stock ammo. That'll probably be the one I run. Fireworks and augment intel. You secure for your weapons throughout the arsenal machine using salvage. Return, and there are 6 to choose from. You can apply a single weapon mod to any item you are carrying. You can have an ammo mod active on your loadout weapons. But each weapon requires a separate ammo mod purchase. They give the affected weapon, yada yada. Enters a cooldown state. Each bullet that hits a normal or special enemy has a chance to launch fireworks that target enemies. Oh, that was that shot. I was wondering what was going on. Last seen in Black Ops 3. I thought it was in 4. Whatever. This ammo mod is as brightly colored as it is deadly, filling the air above and illuminating the nearby combat zone in a fiery light show, leading to a series of fireworks explosions that detonate and rip the undead apart in a vivid display of wanton violence. As the initial explosion light show has occurred, damaging zombies caught in the vicinity, stars are launched in the skies before exploding. Subsequent explosion launches a set of individual flares from the stars that fly out and home in on additional random threats within the general vicinity. Chance of fireworks activating depends on the enemy type, and once the light show is over, expect a small cooldown window. Yeah, same as usual. I'm excited to use this. This one seems fun. Big game. Fireworks can activate and elite enemies. Definitely running that one. Fireworks explode immediately, sending flares for enemies in other directions. Instead of targeting enemies, the flares will land on the ground and explode for a while. Creates 2 fire wheels that spin around and damage enemies. Minor, launch more flares. Flares deal more damage. Increase the area of effect. Cooldown is reduced. The latest, yada yada yada. Bullets do toxic damage. Each bullet has a chance to temporarily turn a normal or special enemy into an ally. Brain-rotted zombies will now avoid slaying the last hostile zombie in the round. Thank fuck. Okay, here we go. Charmed enemy has a chance to turn other enemies. Charmed enemy distracts nearby normal and special enemies for a short time. Brain Rock can charm elite enemies. The charms elite enemies more frequently. Thank fuck. Because this augment was basically useless. Caustic Fauna. Charmed enemies deal toxic damage to nearby enemies. Maybe I might run that. Like, I'm excited to try all these out. This is going to lead to a lot more build variety. For most of these, at least. Maybe not some of them. Brain rot duration is increased. Cooldown is reduced. Charmed enemies explode at the end of the brain rot's duration, dealing toxic damage. This is the one I always ran. Increase the damage dealt by charmed enemies. Bullets deal fire damage. A chance to apply a burn effect. Yada yada. I'm just going to rush through some of these. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. I've been talking for like 2 hours straight, basically. Napalm burst can burn normal enemy, burn normal enemies. Elite enemies, the burn elites enemies more frequently, increase burn damage, burned enemies explode on death. Napalm burst leaves a pool of fire on the ground. Increase burn duration, each damage tick has a small chance to spread to a nearby enemy, yada yada. God, it's gonna be really fucking funny to me if this isn't recording my audio anymore after I unpaused it. And also really fucking depressing. Increases burn duration. Each damage tick has a small chance to spread to a nearby enemy. Burn effect deals more damage, increases the activation radius. Bullets deal shadow damage. Each bullet has a chance to spawn a black hole. This is like the main one I ran. Warping away those and dropping some from the air at lethal speed. Shadow Rift can activate on elite enemies. This activation on elite enemies occurs more frequently. Warp one enemy that receives shadow damage to other nearby normal enemies are knocked down while special enemies are stunned. Enemies that drop from portals will explode on contact with the ground. Shadow Rift becomes a black hole that pulls in enemies before teleporting away nearby enemy survivors. Cooldown is reduced. Drop enemies will fall on other enemies. Singularity's lethal radius is increased and can kill more enemies. Teleporting enemies away adds ammo to your weapon's magazine. Oh, from stock. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Bullets deal electric damage, has a chance to stun a normal or special enemy. Stun enemy can spread the stun to others. Deadwire can stun elite enemies. Stuns enemies sooner. Bolt to lightning strikes from above, stunning all normal and special enemies. Activating Deadwire launches an orb of confusion. An orb that deals electric damage to nearby enemies. Deals more damage, cooldown is reduced, stun and electric field lasts longer. Enemies that are stunned by Deadwire have a chance to spread to nearby enemies. Good, because I was wondering why that wasn't there. Bullets deal frost damage. Each bullet has a chance to slow a normal special enemy and increase the damage they receive. Cryofuses can slow elite enemies, occurs more frequently. Enemies that are killed while frozen may leave a cloud that slows enemies. A cooldown has been employed to adjust and lessen the number of ice clouds appearing. Yeah, that tanked the performance sometimes. Oh, God. Sorry, I'm starting up a game on my PlayStation quickly. Okay, because I'm going to be switching to that soon. I'm not going to be recording that. I need a break. Cryo Freeze, the chance to activate on an enemy more than one at a time, or more than one enemy at a time. Increase slow duration, damage frozen enemies, increase the chance for Cryo Freeze. Enemies are damaged once they're unfrozen. Cool. Spec 6 field upgrades that are still swappable during a match via the pause menu, yada yada. Scale and damage as the rounds continue with the following changes. Field upgrades have lower charge costs. Earlier in the matches, the number of foes you need to defeat before the field upgrade is fully charged. Good. That's very good. Expect a slay a small additional number of enemies before activations as the rounds progress. Good. One sec, I'm checking something. Okay, I gotta look that up later. Toxic Growth. Summon a deadly growth of thorns in front of you. Supporting no defensive playstyle and extremely useful if you're guarding a narrow entry point. From an advancing horde, Toxic Growth allows you to deploy a thicket of viciously sharp thorns, hold down and block pathways. Suffering Succotash. Adds powerful improvement to capabilities and inflicts toxic damage. Okay, yeah. I assumed it was going to be toxic damage by the name. It's not cryo growth. Enemies that move through toxic growth are slowed as they are poisoned and torn apart as the toxic growth weakens before finally disintegrating after time or after inflicting a set amount of damage. Toxic growth don't harm you or your teammates. No more than 3 toxic growths can be active at once. Takes up a wider area, and enemies that enter growth continue to be slowed. The first normal or special enemy to walk into the growth is entangled and charmed, attacking other enemies that enter. Enemies killed by the growth explode. First normal or special enemy to walk into the growth becomes a toxic growth itself. Interesting. Enemies moving through the growth are even slower, significantly increases the toxic growth health, increases max charges by 1. Killing enemies with toxic growth has a chance to drop healing fruit. I never use this. Significantly increase the dark flare duration. Beam is replaced with a spear. Beam heals and revives players. Revive speed has been increased. Beam now deals additional damage in a cone in front of you. Significantly increases the size of the beam. The beam slows enemies on contact. Maximum charges by 1. Hit by the beam or additional shadow damage over time. Cool. This is the one I usually ran. All affected players have their health regeneration delay reduced and their rate of healing increased temporarily. The beams and their healing effects persist for a short time. Revived players keep all their perks on the bleed up bar, so this heals and revives players. Healing aura can now revive dead allies, yeah. Wait, this is an oxymoron. Affected player damage increased. Healing players have damage mitigated for a short time. On activation, special and elite enemies are stunned while normal enemies are knocked down. Affected players get a health overcharge. Cool. This one I never used, so I'm not even gonna bother looking. Energy Mine. This was another one I really liked. After detonating once, the energy mine was split into 3 mines that scatter and detonate once each. So detonating the energy mine becomes a turret. 3 energy mines float around you. Energy mine has more detonations and waits for multiple enemies to be in range for each detonation. Ooh. Increase detonation count, increase maximum charges, attracts nearby normal enemies. The deployed energy mine can be recycled for a field upgrade charge. That seems dumb, but okay. Yeah. Something to chew on. Changes the gobblegums. Oh my lord. Okay. Yeah, we read this already. Okay, I'm gonna have it right there. Single-use edible power-ups that provide unique and mostly powerful benefits to the player are also back with some new and delicious flavors, and packs are assembled the same way as before. You can have up to 5 packs, each with 5 gums in them. Additional gobblegums are awarded by playing matches as zombies, available to purchase as packs in the store, available with seasonal battle passes, or as rewards during limited time modes and events. All gobblegums you've obtained in Black Ops 6 will carry forward into BO7, or only removed from inventory after activation and once the effect is completed. The color of a gobblegum is related to their rarity. and generally how powerful the effect of the gum is. Here's the list of your similarity: blue, rare, epic, purple, orange, legendary, red, ultra, rainbow, whimsical. The pattern on the gum is related to their type and how they generally function. Swirled stripe, instant effect. Plain and solid, timed effect. Flecked speckled, conditional effect that only activates when something else happens. Gobblegums have also been incorporated to Dead Ops Arcade 4, though there are purest DOA forms where gums are disabled. Guns. I said cums at first. You can tell I'm getting exhausted. Gobblegums, acquired taste. You can now destroy any gobblegum and convert them into essence. See below. When multiple players are accessing a gobblegum machine, expect a small cooldown every time you obtain a gun to allow other teammates a chance to interact with the machine. Power up summoning gobblegums, yada yada, we read that before. Exit strategy. Now automatically exfils the player who used the gobblegum, counting as a successful exfil. Holy shit! Okay, available gums. Black Ops 7 arrives with 47 different types of flavorable gums to use. 6 new, 41 returning. Divided into the following rarities. 10 rare. Blue, 1 new, rhyme returning. Aftertaste, Killjoy, Cashback, Temporal Gift, Stock Option, Anywhere But Here, Power Keg, Tactical Diffusion, Arsenal Accelerator, and Shields Up. 2 new, 9 returning. Requirement, Power Vacuum, Respin Cycle, Dead Drop, Who's Keeping Score, Free Fire, Exit Strategy, Profit Sharing, Explosive Flourish, Soda Fountain, and Nowhere But Here. 2 new, 10 returning for Legendaries. Round off, Armor Getting, Idolize, Wall Power, Flavor Hex, Immolation, Liquidation, Sport Group, Phoenix Up, Modified Chaos, On the House, Water Wall Clearance, and Crate Power. 7 Ultras, 1 new, 6 returning, Gift Card, Perkaholic, Wonder Bar, Timeout, Near Death Experience, Raindrops, and Hidden Power. 7 Whimsical, Rainbow, 7 returning. Can't you just tell what they are? I guess, it does say Holiday Cheer right there. Huh. Newtonian Negation, Indigestion, Rain Burps, Cracknock, Die Pitch, Holiday Cheer, and Classified. New gums. Variety Point and Sweet Treats are available at the launch of Black Ops 7, ranging in both for rarity and power. Here are the 6 new Gobblegums arriving with 41, yada yada yada. New Gobblegum, rare, aftertaste, conditional, activates on revive, keeps all your perks after being revived. Meh. Epic, Requirement, time, the last 5 minutes, your equipment slots refill over time. I think that's returning from Black Ops 4, I think. It's either in 3 or 4, because that's the only other 2 games I have them. Power Vacuum. Heals have a higher chance to spawn power-ups. Round Off. Activates on conditional, activates on round addition. Rounds prevented from advancing for 2 rounds. Ooh. That could be useful for Easter egg steps. If you need to do, like, something specific on a specific... I wonder if that works on, special rounds. Gonna have to test that. Legendary Armageddon. Receive a 3-plate armor vest in full plates. Oh my god, that's so nice. Gift card. Gain 30,000 essence. Cannot be combined with other bonuses. Okay, yeah, they did figure out our strategies. Oh, this seems like it's just gonna lead to a cluttered hood. I'm gonna have to see, like, actual gameplay. In Black Ops 7, one or more of your classic chosen gums can be crushed and converted into essence. The gobblegum is removed just to be consumed, and essence added to your inventory. Instead of using the gobblegum the normal way, you have a second option to crush in your hand. I'm gonna accidentally hit that so many goddamn times. Once you select it in your HUD, once converted, essence is automatically awarded. Amount of essence is dependent on the rarity of the gum. Whimsical being the lowest and Ultra being the highest, yep. Double points power up stacks with this essence reward, awarding you double the normal amount of essence. The Epic Rarity Pop Sharing Gum also stacks, awarding nearby players. Note this feature may be disabled for specific game modes. Okay, so that's that. Okay, Rampage Inducer, here we go. This is Cold War and BO6 stuff. Rampage Inducer, a storage container with unstable aether crystals inside it, returns and allows you to interact with it, usually in the early stages of a match, to ensure zombies spawn in a rampage state. Zombies spawn faster, move faster, and are more aggressive. Reduces delay between rounds. All players must vote. It can also be turned off. Rampage Inducers won't spawn the fastest moving zombies until round 20. Good. Wall buys use essence to purchase a new weapon from a glowing outline seared into a wall. The glow of the outline indicates the rarity, which upgrades to more valuable rarity, and the wall buy as the match progresses. Or add to protection by securing armor, yada yada yada. Weapon wall buys now allow you to purchase ammo. At discounted price for the weapon indicated on the wall buy. Once that initial... That was a thing in BO6. Armor wall buys have now been combined, allowing you to purchase level 2 armor, then level 3 armor from the same wall buy. Oh, thank fuck. Armor wall buys continue to offer you a full repair to your armor if you have the essence once you purchase the armor level upgrade. Okay. Ooh, a new design. I like this new look for the armor, the ammo cache. Ammo cache is returned to BO7 with a new look and audio and provide a refill of the weapon you're currently holding. Prices are specific to each weapon and increase each time the weapons are pack-a-punched. Ammo caches, wall buys, yeah. Ooh, a new mystery box. That's the fucking Origins box. That's the box from Origins. The fuck? Okay. I'll allow it. The mystery box is a strange and infernal machine sitting on the ground as a monolithic slabs of indeterminable technological origin. For 950 essence, you can activate or spin it, allowing you to attain a random armament. When activated, a strange skull-covered sarcophagus, Jesus Christ, I can't talk, slowly rises from its city and base, presenting the weapon as the coffin floats apart into disparate pieces. What's in the box? Activate the mystery box and wait a few seconds as weapons and equipment randomly cycles, with the final choice appearing in a crackling storm of electricity. The right tools for the job. Once the weapon the mystery box has gathered for you is displayed, the color of the small electrical storm indicates the weapon's rarity. Cool. You have a chance to obtain an uncommon, rare, epic, or legendary weapon, or a wonder weapon. Weapon rarity continues to improve as the rounds progress, meaning fewer time spent looking at common rarity armaments in later rounds before respinning. Yeah. Excuse me. The mystery box now has a chance to provide an aether tool to instantly upgrade your weapon. Support items, aka store streets, no longer appear in the mystery box. Yay! Oh my god, so many goddamn times I ended up losing a match because I would get like an RCXD instead of a gun with more ammo. Because, like it says up here, it increases when it's pack-a-punched, and I wouldn't have enough essence. Or I didn't have enough essence. Melee weapons also no longer appear in the mystery box. I don't know if I like that change. It helped to grind out kills. The chance to obtain wonder weapons now gradually increases a bit than previously as round progresses, but it's still a rare phenomenon. Ooh, a new crafting table design. Equipment, once again, can be constructed using salvage you gathered. Jesus Christ, it's almost been 2 hours. This video is going to take fucking forever to upload. This occurs as a crafting table at Tinkerer's Paradise with tables dotted across the map. Naturally, you're not safe for long, so keep your crafting quick. Tactical, lethal, and support score streaks can be crafted at the table. Type equipment also occasionally falls to the ground for slaying enemies. The Vulture perk increases the chance of this. Tactical equipment includes mainly healing items or defensive projectiles. Lethals are planted or thrown explosives. Support items, including the all-new Disciple Injection, as well as a selection of Black Ops 7 score streaks. I'm assuming the dog isn't one of them. At launch, expect the following tactical projectile weapons used, found as ground loot or constructed crafting tables. Note that overclocks for tacticals are only available in multiplayer. Yeah, fair enough. Stun grenade, stim shot, sight grenade, hunter bot, smoke, decay, symbol monkey, and cashmere. Sight grenade explodes an impact with the ground, releasing an lingering red cloud of hallucinogenic gas that charms enemies. This seems to home in towards nearby special and elite enemies before exploding on impact. Available lethals. Frag, sticky grenades, so they're not called Semtexes anymore, that's cute. C4, Molotov, combat axe, cluster grenade, and point turret. Support and score streak. Hey, if you're after some major... Jesus Christ. Okay, oh my god, we're almost done. If you're after some major protection, or a much larger, powerful hand weapon or bombardment-style single-use weapon designed to clear a horde, or stop you from becoming overwhelmed, consider a support item or score streak at a crafting table. Note that overclocks, yada yada. Temporarily transforms you into a disciple. After injecting yourself with an unstable serum, your crew member's writhing body quickly transforms you into a ferocious floating killing machine. With this devastating new power, you're able to cause some serious havoc, including grab and hurl, raise a normal zombie at range into the air and hurl them at other foes. Focus your feeding power to slow down and drain the enemy from any energy from any normal special elite zombie. Release a sonic black that stuns those caught in the audio emanations. The arsenal is back, and provided you powered it up, have enough salvage, and can withstand the verbal abuse from the soul of the drone structure trapped inside. Yep, same as before. Ammo mods can be purchased. Only one ammo mod can be purchased at a time. Weapon rarity. Okay, so they went up in price. It went from 500 to 1,000. So it went from 500. This went up from 500. This went up from 1,000. This went up from 2,500, or went down from 2,500, and this is now 5,000. Your rarity can be via ground or reward loot called Aether Tools. Frost slows or freezes, fire, burst damage, and burning over time, stunning, and area of effect damage. Corruption, light is healing, shadows, gravitational impedance. Yep. I like this pack camo. Is it in the back of the fucking car? That's cool. Pack-a-Punch is the beating heart of any Realm-Pay Zombies map. Once you've gathered enough essence, step up and upgrade your weapon instantly. Primary, melee, and even wonder weapons can be enhanced up to 3 times each tier, boosting damage, ammo capacity, renaming the weapon, and sometimes adding surprising effects. Alongside raw power, every upgrade delivers a striking new look and sound with glowing camos that can be toggled on and off in settings if you'd rather keep your weapon's original look. In Ashes of the Damned, there's one important difference the Pack-a-Punch machine is mobile, being clamped to the exhaust as an upgrade to Old Tessie. Pack-a-Punch routines return to more expected stationary position during survivor mode. You can enable or disable weapon camos. There are more investigations needed to fully understand the secret of the Pack-a-Punch machine in Black Ops 7. Periodically phasing in and out of the Dark Ether is a strange interface console with an oversized TED head attached to it. Access it, and then complete a specific time task that TED has assigned you. The rewards you receive increase in rarity depending on how well you completed the task. Expect rewards include equipment, tools, and random perks. Perk rewards are usually related to those a player doesn't already have. Thank God! This was so annoying in Black Ops 6. You do, like, this really hard challenge, and then you get a perk you already had. It was so goddamn annoying. Yep, normal zombies. 2 additional ways to adjust your head. Heads-up display experience the zombies via themes and layouts. Layouts you can select for a variety of HUD interfaces. Layouts just like in Black Ops 6. Though individual HUD elements cannot be moved, the layout variety, you know, by a custom color. Several planned themes to choose from, with elements familiar to those with long appreciation of COD zombies. With Raptor 1's fate currently unknown, you better not kill my man! You won't be reliant on a helicopter airlift to exfil you and your team when the going gets overly chaotic. Fortunately, an archaic German Calvozonian booth, repurposed as a cosmic gateway portal, can be called upon both literally and figuratively to extricate you from the mayhem. These booths activate periodically throughout the match. The phone rings, and if you answer it, a portal is conjured where the player requested the exfil. However, this also means a fearsome high-value target, or HVT entity, and its minions. This HVT and its underlings must be slain before time limit expires, and if successful, the portal becomes successful. Fail, and you die horribly. During the fight, all of the phone booths throughout the map start to activate their own portals. Step through these portals, and they link to the phone booth with the HVT. Thank fuck. Yeah, this allows other enemy or allies to teleport quickly to lend a hand. It's important to decide whether to participate in the exfil or not. If all teammates accept, you should focus on slaying the HVT within the time limit. Where the HVC, yada. If some teammate decline the exfil, they can choose to help or ignore their fellow players engaged in HVT combat. Whether the HVT is slain or not, players declining to exfil can continue in the match afterward without penalty. Nice. There's a variety of new features you definitely need to know about that can benefit your zombies experience in several diverse and interesting ways. As benefits change coming to melee weapons, allowing to inflict critical damage, yada yada. The heavy attack you can use with any melee weapon is now adjusted to be a little slower but deal more damage. Health overcharge, auto revive. When a round completes, expect any player in a prone position to be auto revived. Area of effectiveness, as noted in the augments, yada yada. No longer automatically consider critical hits, yeah. BO7 zombie. Okay, we're almost done. Thank fucking Christ. As much as it can be unlocked across all game modes, along with temporary thoroughly rewarding camera grind, all new weapon prestige, and much more. Here are some confirmed gameplay system features. New Into inspection with audio logs, artifacts, and documentation strewn across the dark universe of terror. Gathering all evidence in one place for further investigation is a must. The zombies intel menu. Each piece of intel can now be studied and inspected, including zooming in and out and rotating. Welcome to 2015, Triarch. Save, load, and rejoin. Save and load, scoreboard, and rejoining features. I'll return to Black Ops 7. Soul pausing and other innovations brought to zombies. And BO6 continue to the new game. The firing range is back, allowing for fine-tuning ranged weapons. Yada yada yada. Army returns. Yeah. On November 14th. Okay, this is the last thing I need to read, thank God. It's been 2 hours exactly, basically. On November 14th, expect the following content you've acquired or unlocked from Black Ops 6 to be accessible in BO7. All double XP tokens, all gobblegums, all augments, BO6 dedicated crew, along with any from, not from Prestiging. A Prestige level 1000 new orders operator skin. Okay. So yeah, that's a full info dump that took me 2 hours. Took me way longer than I expected. If I knew it was going to be that long, I wouldn't have done it. This is fun. I'm excited. I'm probably going to pre-order the game on PlayStation earlier than I expected. Basically, my rule is I try to pre-order games the month they come out, just to make my organization of bills easier. But I legitimately might pre-order BO7 on October 1st, just so I can get the beta on PlayStation, so I can just get my blind reaction to zombies out there. Yeah, hope you guys are looking forward to seeing some zombies content on the channel, because I'm going to be playing a fuck ton of it. My playtime in BO6 zombies is almost 5 days now. So that's from launch in October. I'm hoping to get the same amount of playtime out of BO7. Maybe even more. I am excited. Like I said, I'm excited for this mode. I'm excited for the story. I'm excited for the old crew to come back, which I never thought I'd say. Yeah. Hope you guys had fun listening to me ramble for 2 hours. Yeah, like I said, this is gonna be fun. The state of play is in roughly 3 hours, so that video should hopefully get uploaded tonight as well, but this one will be uploaded today, definitely. Yeah. That's all uploaded by now, or at least it should be. I'll make the playlist in a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm saying yeah. Pretty much it. Bye-bye now.